What is going on, everybody? This is your favorite hat YouTuber, Sergio G, PhD, and if you're watching this on my members only page, I appreciate you for supporting the channel. And if you are watching this several months later, always consider becoming a member to help support the channel, and you get all the videos as soon as I release them before everybody else. So without further ado, guys, we are going to take a look at some of the World Baseball Classic hats. I don't like to brag, you know, but I will have to say, I think I got one of the better World Baseball Classic hats collection out there. There are still a number of the hats or teams that I would really like to get. And if I don't, little secret here, if I don't have the best collection, it's pretty close. And the other guy that I would potentially think that might can give me a run for his money would be J38. Jay's got a pretty good World Baseball Classic from what I know. I just don't know how many hats he has in his World Baseball Classic lineup, but I think I might have him beat just a little. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let's take a look at the ones I have. So let's go. All right, guys. So we're having a drink here. It's a Saturday evening. A little honey whiskey, Jack Daniels. Good shit right here. So first hat we're gonna take a look at is the one of the original teams. I think this is 2017. I took off the tagging to identify it. It does have the big sticker on it. Of course, it is BAM, the USA team. It's got that big long new era sticker. So if I take this off, the whole thing comes off. It has the World Baseball Classic sticker right here on the bottom, black and black. 7.5. This was when I was wearing the 7.5. Made in China, 100% polyester, World Baseball Classic. So I think it's the 2017 version. The one thing I will say about the World Baseball Classic hats, generally they don't update them, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Whatever hat they typically had in 2017, that's what they're going to have in like 2021. There was a delay because of everything that was going on. So I think that's why we had it earlier, because I think it's on the odd years, and it's every 4 years. So this is a 7.5. It is a little tight. I would like to see them though, just because, you know, tracking purposes, change up the color a little bit at least. I know there's a lot of things that they could do to change it up, but I also do know that from watching the World Baseball Classic in the past, not every area does get new eras. They actually have different brands depending on the country, and I believe new era hats, or you start seeing new era hats as soon as they reach the United States. Because I think in like Canada, or it might have even been like Puerto Rico or the Dominican, I think they had Adidas style hats or brand hats from what I remember. So maybe that's something to do with it, but I would like to see a change. I will tell you about a change here in just a second. But we also have next, BAM, the Mexico team. Mexico won, 7.5, by the way. Has on the iron patch right there. I believe this is 2017. It's got the World Baseball Classic flag here in the back. You got that gray UV World Baseball Classic logo right here. I wish this was like a QR code thingy so you can hit it up for the year. I don't know. Come on, guys. Can I get a freaking year on the dang hat? Just POing me. 7.5 on this one, made in China, 100% polyester. Now, the reason why I bring this one up is because actually this year, from what I remember, throughout the whole World Baseball Classic, I can be off a little bit, but they were actually wearing all red hats, and they didn't have a red hat to buy. So you technically were not buying the official online field one if you were getting this one, but that's the one they were selling. Now, a lot of it, people will say, is because of what was going on. They didn't really update the hats, and they just kind of left it with whatever they had originally. But they were actually wearing red hats this year. I really wanted to get the red one just because I already had this one. This was the one that they wore this past year. What was it? Maybe it's an even year, because this is 2023. Yeah, no, it was back in March, so it's 2023. They were in all red. Next one. This one was really nice. Happy to pick this one up. But it took me a while to find it. This one was really hard to find. I found this one actually in LA a number of years ago, and I bought every single one. Sold out really quick. But we got BAM, the Dominican Republic. That, I believe that's David Ortiz's home country. Nice one. 7.5. Oh shoot, I forgot to try them on. You got the old style patch right here, iron on. You got the World Baseball Classic. Obviously no identification marks to say what year it is. And look at the flag, there's a sticker right here. It got smaller from the previous year's. Black, 7.5. All right, let's try this one on. This one fits all right. I think that's why I got it, because I couldn't get a 5/8. So this one fits okay. Obviously, I'm not Dominican or nothing. I just like the hat. So, and of course, I am Mexican, 7.5. This one fits perfect. Of course, my head is cut now, so it does feel like it's a little tight. All right, the next hat, and if I remember right, they weren't even in the World Baseball Classic. They were trying to compete to get into it. That's why you didn't really see them compete in this year's World Baseball Classic. But when I originally saw this hat a number of years ago, when they were talking about releasing what hats they were going to release, I saw this one and I thought it was a really good one, so I decided to pick it up. But we got, bam, the South African team right here. It's got the South African flag right here. World Baseball Classic right here. This one is a 7 5/8. It is Bangladesh made, 100% polyester. And then of course this one has the World Baseball Classic kind of newer sticker right there. So I think I just got this one. I just got this one recently, so fits perfect for me. Next one, had to get this one. Hensley Mullins, if I remember right, who was a hitting coach for the Giants. He's from this country, and I think he was the coach. But we got the Netherlands, freaking nice one with the Netherlands flag right there. Nice one right here, 7 5/8, and we have the tagging right there. So Netherlands, freaking nice one. This was another nice one. I just like the design. I like the flag. I know there could be some controversy, but when I saw this one, this was another team that wasn't really in it. They were like in the prelims, and I think that's why they made their hats originally, but because of everything going on, never really heard about it. And that's the one thing I'm really disappointed about with like the World Baseball Classic. You never really hear when they're having the qualifying games. They don't really advertise them. They don't really show them on ESPN or any other Fox or anything like that. So you can't really follow to see who's even going to make the World Baseball Classic. I'm hoping they get better here in the future, and so I don't feel like this probably hat was a big seller unless you were really into the World Baseball Classic hats, but I had to pick it up. We got, bam, Pakistan hat, and I just like this hat. I love the fact that it's kind of like in a baseball design. You got the seams right here, it says Pakistan, you got the moon and the star, and then you have the Pakistan flag right there. And I really like the coloring, and I really like the design on this one. You got the gray, and this one does say, has a sticker, this one does say 2023 World Baseball Classic. If I remember right though, they were not in it this year, so had to pick it up. Next one we got is Spain, bam, and of course it has that big E because that's how they spell Spain. We spell it Spain as S, but they spell it E, España. It's got the nice gold embroidery right here, raised, and then you have the white on the outside. Looks good, 7 5/8, red, Spain patch right there. Freaking awesome. World Baseball Classic, gray, black underneath. Freaking awesome. This one right here, I always jokingly say my friend is from here. Matt, right there, aisle 19. I always say you're from New Zealand. I know you're not. I believe you're from Australia, if I can get that right in my old man brain. But I had to pick this one up. I thought this was a clean one, but bam! New Zealand, right there. I just like this hat. Really nice, really clean. And you got the N right here. You got the Z. It's just a really nice looking hat. Gray, black on the sweat. It just looks really freaking awesome. Even though I always say my buddy Matt's from New Zealand, he's actually from Australia. I think he's living in New Zealand, or I got that wrong again. So Matt, if you're still watching my videos, please let me know. Aisle 19, let me know down in the comment section if I got that wrong. The next one I'm going to show you guys. This one was one of those teams that was in the World Baseball Classic. You didn't expect much from them. If you watched the little documentary on ESPN, you were rooting for them because you had the coach who was a neurosurgeon. You had players that were like teachers and firefighters. And I bought this one because of the story. I was rooting for them. They obviously didn't go far, but we got Croatia, and it's just a freaking nice ass hat, and I don't have a problem wearing any of these hats. So yes, Czech Republic right there, nice one, nice. I don't think a lot of people bought it unless they're from Croatia. I was rooting for him hardcore. I watched the story. If you haven't seen that story on ESPN, go check it out. I think it's still there. If not, probably go check YouTube. Probably that'd be the ideal place to find it really easily. I watched it as like part of the ESPN Plus app on my phone, whatever, because I have that. So next one, here's the one that I always get confused about where I'm from. My original roots are actually from Russia, but we immigrated, I guess that's the right word to say, or we ran to Germany. And I always think I'm German, but I'm actually not German. I'm part Russian, but I always pick it up, and I picked it up, and after I bought it, I hadn't even got it, then I realized, dang, I messed up again. But I love the hat, so I can't complain, and it's a great story. But we got it. Bam! We got the Germany hat right here with the Germany flag and the D and the yellow, or the D and the red and the yellow. Freaking looks nice. I'm actually Russian, but of course, some stuff going on in Russia, so I don't think they'll ever be in the World Baseball Classic, or not for a while. So anyways, so I always kind of consider Germany to be my adopted home country roots in a sense, because my family did spend some time in Germany, and so that's why I always kind of get confused. So German hat right here. And the very last one, got this one kind of basically to support the family and whatnot. This team does always good, and it kind of annoys the hell out of me because most of these guys you don't see playing in the major leagues. You see a number of them playing in the major leagues, but not all their star players. They have different rules, different transfer rules. They have like a period that you have to wait before they can even get posted. But I do have family members that are from this country that, so roots are all over, and so I had to pick it up. We got Japan. Right there, Japan. This is to me one of the weirder hats, and I will say that because the brim right here is like, seriously, it's like an 1/8 inch thick, 1/4 inch. Because if you look at the brim, it is just super thick compared to all the other ones. Japan is just always killing it in the World Baseball Classic. They're always doing an awesome job. And that is one of the times that I try to learn the names really good. It doesn't always work, but they're always very fun to watch. So you got the Japan flag right there, World Baseball Classic logo in the back. Flip it on over. And by the way, before I flip it on over, you notice how like the brim, it's got this brownish color right here for the lining. And then you switch it on over and it's gray. That's actually kind of cool because you have the dark gray, then you got the brown, and then you have the light gray. So that is pretty freaking cool on this hat, and I love that aspect because that little detail is pretty sick. So let's see here. How many hats do I have? I am going to try to get more from the World Baseball Classic. Now, recently I've been running into the lid store, the blue stores. And I've been seeing like the DR, I've been seeing Puerto Rico. I want a Puerto Rico hat. I've been seeing USA in different like fashion styles. So they have a lot of those, and I'm hoping I could get some more of these later on in the future. But I might have to wait to the next World Baseball Classic. So it's a nice little lineup. I love the World Baseball Classic. I hope they do more of it, in the sense I hope they expand it. And I hope we could see some more of the preliminary matchups to lead to the World Baseball Classic, and I would like to see them start selling the hats way before that, so maybe I could get a hat, say I'm rooting for this team, because it would be really freaking cool. I would really like to see Mexico compete. I really like to see like Australia or Japan, some of the smaller countries, the Netherlands, even Croatia. We didn't get to see any Croatian games play to see if they could compete to make the World Baseball Classic. That would have been awesome. I think that would have really got people hyped. Also, as you guys know, they changed the locations of the games every year. They've had them in San Francisco, and I would really like to see them. They've had them in Miami. They try to, put them where people are alternate them so everybody has a chance to see them. So really like to hit up one of those series one year. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching my World Baseball Classic hat collection lineup. Sergio G, PhD. I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.